The big screen, we now go to the small screen. Our second honoree this year are two gentlemen who have been the creative forces who have brought to American television the first sitcom featuring a Muslim character in a positive portrayal. We always waited, we wondered, we thought that the day might come where a Muslim might even be in a comedic part, and this has been that day. This season on American television, on the CW network, we saw the launch of a very unique program called Aliens in America. Aliens in America is a 30-minute sitcom, a situation comedy that on the CW network features two characters that are young, that are quirky, and that are social outcasts in many ways. If you haven't seen the show, the premise of it is that there is a family in a Wisconsin suburb led by a well-meaning mother, just like many of our own, and a determined father, just like many of our own, and they have a son named Justin, who is a bit of a dork, kind of a geek, kind of not really definitely isn't in the in crowd. And so the mom and the family decides that she wants to bring her son a friend, and she decides to bring an international exchange student to live with their family. And she goes off expecting that she's going to get some European, blonde-haired, blue-eyed kid, and instead they show up at the airport with a big surprise. Their international exchange student is Raja Musharraf, who is a Pakistani Muslim who shows up in his full shawar kameez and who is very proud of his Islam. And you can just imagine that in the course of this season, that viewers have been able to see the adjustment that is made not only by Raja, but by his host family. And you see the title of the sitcom come alive, which is that it's not just Raja who is an alien in America. Justin, too, is an alien in America. All of those of us who are trying to fit in, trying to find a way, and trying to steer through our teenage years, or can remember when we were steering through our teenage years, that we are all, in many ways, have been aliens in America. The show was created by, as I said, two gentlemen, Moses Port and David Guarascio. The two of them have a long career on television, working on shows such as the critically acclaimed Mad About You, I'm sure there are many fans in here, and of the hit comedy Just Shoot Me, both NBC sitcoms, where they eventually became executive producers and showrunners. And so Aliens in America was their first joint show, and I want to show you a clip of it before I introduce them to you. Take it away, guys.
Good people to open your home to me. And I thank and praise Allah for bringing you into my life. Thank you, Allah, for the toll jokes.
It seemed impossible, but somehow my life had just gotten worse. Okay, you know that nightmare where you're standing in front of the mirror, super naked? Well, that's what Raja was going through, only it was...
Now, as we bring David and Moses up to the stage, I want to also tell you that MPAC has been privileged to serve as a consultant on Aliens in America this year. It's a testament to the integrity of these two individuals that they came out and sought a Muslim consultant on the show and ran each and every script, each and every week, a very hefty homework assignment, I might say, by us to ask for our feedback, our recommendations. They were sincerely interested in getting it right, and they were a pleasure to work with. Please help me in welcoming and honoring Moses Port and David Guarascio. And the award says, "In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful, the Muslim Public Affairs Council Foundation presents the 2008 Voices of Courage and Conscience Media Award to David Guarascio and Moses Port in honor of their role in bringing the groundbreaking sitcom Aliens in America to the American public, sharing a positive and humorous portrayal of a Muslim character.
Thank you so much. We're so honored to be here. I'm not going to be on David Letterman tomorrow night, just to get out there. I might watch it if I stay up, but congratulations, Morgan, on that. We're so appreciative to have fans of the show because the truth is not everyone has responded as positively to the show. Tell you a quick anecdote. Moses and I had the privilege to go to Washington, D.C. because the Brookings Institution was holding a symposium about Muslims in American culture, and we did a screening there, and we had a Q&A panel discussion, and a woman approached me after the screening and said, I was very concerned with some of the depictions in your TV show. I was once a cheerleader, and not all cheerleaders are dumb or not nice. And why are you depicting cheerleaders in this terrible way? And I thought, I guess I'm just wrong. You're absolutely right. We're going to go back to square one, and we're going to have a cheerleader visit a family in Pakistan so we can sort of right the wrong, the way cheerleaders have been so maligned over the years. It's, I guess there's always someone to complain about something. I would also like to also note there's a quick bit up there of me talking to CNN, and I think this might speak to some of the comments earlier tonight, when we were really excited that CNN was going to promote our show, sort of report on it, the day that we premiered. And we were actually in D.C. at the time, and we were in our hotel rooms, and so we knew exactly what time they were going to sort of be running this little piece about the show. And so we tuned in a little bit before, and Wolf Blitzer said, next up, a new show that's going to make some people very angry. And he really sort of leaned in and gave it all that sort of Wolf Blitzer gravitas, because they had an angle that they wanted to push for the piece, which was that Muslim Americans would see this show and get angry. And they had a family that they sat down with, and they showed them one little clip where the matriarch of our family here wondered whether or not Raja was a terrorist, which of course he's not, and everyone knows that, and that's why it's funny. But that's not the way that CNN wanted to run their story, because that's not the narrative they want to push. It was a more interesting piece for them to make it seem like a lot of people were going to get angry and rush into the streets. Now, not enough people watched the premiere episode for that to happen anyway, but I think it sort of speaks to what's so important about events like this and MPAC and everyone here tonight working to push our own narrative about what we think was going on in this country, and that there's actually, obviously there are pockets of idiocy and bigotry. That's why we made our show. It was so easy to poke fun at certain Americans. But there's also a real spirit of tolerance, and it comes from organizations like MPAC and people like everyone here tonight. And if we just keep pushing that narrative, I think we can sort of really make a difference over time. So thank you very much for having us here tonight. We're truly honored.